it's Angie Bell, my furry treasures. Okay, you guys, I wanted to show you guys my finished object. I didn't just finish this. If I don't have a finished object for the week, I haven't done a podcast for like probably 3 or 4 years. So over those 3 or 4 years, if I don't have a finished object, I'll show you something that I made in the past that I never did in a podcast. So you guys can see some of the stuff I've made in the past. And also I'll give you the where, how to make it, and you know, all the particulars in a second. But I love this poncho, you guys. Look how fabulous it is. Isn't this cool? I absolutely love it. There's the back. And it's so simple. You guys know me. I like to knit out of a rectangle or a square. And this is just a rectangle. So very, very simple. So I just wanted to let you guys see this. I love it. I love to wear it in the wintertime, especially. Oh, it's just a little cool. Wear a turtleneck, something long sleeve, and throw this on, and it's nice and warm. Okay, so let me just come up here and let's see how the blinds are going to treat my face today. Okay, good. You know, the sun is always constantly changing, and sometimes it comes through here and the blinds are all over my face. It's a mess. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, this is the fabric, what the kind of fabric it knitted up in. Look how gorgeous. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it. Okay, this is, I love this yarn. So it's nice and soft. I love this yarn worsted. And, you guys, you know what? I should have, let me write that down. I will put in the directions below, the name of the yarn. You know, I think they still make this yarn way. It's a pretty popular yarn way, and it's actually something I didn't buy on clearance because this color is never on clearance. I didn't pay full price. You know, I did it on one of those 30% off weeks, but I did a combo. This is when they used coupons, so I did a coupon on one week, and then I did a 30%. I think I collected it over time. I think because if I used a coupon, it was like 40 or 50% off. So I think 2 weeks in a row, I used a coupon and got 2 skeins. And then I got 2 more skeins when it was just 30%. Because I'm like, okay, girl, I can't keep going back to the store. You guys know I'm cheap. I need to know the poncho, the color name of yarn. I love this yarn. All right, I try to write my show notes down that I want to include in the description. So if you want this exact colorway, you can get it. It's just so, to me, it's just so native looking. Oh, this, I have a little, it's so native looking, isn't it? I love it. I would love, oh my gosh. I have the most major snag right here, but it's okay. I mean, look at that. I love the brown with the turquoise and the different blue in there. I'm not a big blue person, but if you give me turquoise and brown, I'm all over it. Love it. I love it. It's so nice and warm, and it's so lightweight. It's just lightweight as anything, but warm. And it's nice with a turtleneck or a long sleeve shirt in the wintertime, or when it just gets a little cooler outside. It's perfect. Even perfect for spring on a cool night or something. Okay, let me give you the particulars of this pattern. It's a Lion Brand pattern. So I got this on the Lion Brand website. I'll show it to you. I keep all my patterns like this in plastic, and I keep them in a binder. And then I always write if I change things or whatever, or how things went or what I used, and I put everything on here. So it's a free knitting pattern, Lion Brand, 2-ball poncho. Pattern number L60115. Designed by Melly Who. So I'll show it to you as right here. So if you want, pause it and write that down right now. Okay? I'll also have this in the description. But I give you, and that's what it looks like on her. So I was so excited. I want to make another one of these. I only made one of these. I'm just looking to see. Oh, and when they made this originally, they used shawl and a ball. So, and it's a beginner level. I'm just looking to see all the particulars. Okay, they used shawl on the ball, size 7 needles, and 2 balls of it. So you probably need right around close to 1,000 yards, because I mean, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 yards, because shawl, we need to know how many yards are in shawl on the ball. I have a shawl on the ball right here, so I can tell you. Yes, I have it right here, because I'm working on a V-Shawl with shawl on the ball. I'm so sad about shawl on the ball, them stop making it, but and shawl on the cake. But I looked in my stash, I have a lot of shawl on the ball, and I have a lot of shawl on the cake, so I have a lot to knit with, so that's good. How many yards are in shawl on the ball? Where is it? Yardage, come on. 481. So like I said, close to 1,000 yards is what you need. So, I mean, they're saying this is worsted. This is not worsted, but whatever. I did use worsted yarn. Like I said, I used, I love this yarn, worsted. And like I said, I'll give you the name of this yarn in the description. But you need like 1,000 yards for this. If you have shawl on the ball, you can use shawl on the ball for this for sure, because that's what they use. Size 7 needles. The poncho is worked in one piece and then sewn together. So you cast on 98 stitches. First row, right side, you knit. Second row, you purl. That's it. And you just keep repeating that over and over and over and over until the piece measures 50 inches. Okay? And so this right here is probably a medium large. And this is what I've learned is whenever you're doing something like this, add on, like if you want now a large, extra large, like a large, add on 4. If you want an extra large, add 4 onto that. Okay? I would say the casting on, keep it the same, but it's the width, right? So you're supposed to knit it out till it reaches 50 inches. So, and I said this is probably a medium large. If you want like a large, extra large, add on 4 inches, knit it out to 54. If you want an extra large to 2x, knit it out to 58. So, and the reason I learned about the 4 inches is because I have an eBay business, and it seems if something doesn't have a size in it, I measure the bust and I measure the length. And I looked at I have a chart, and the chart tells every 4 inches the size goes up. And so that's how I gauge how to make things bigger. Okay. And no one's complained yet about me giving that advice. So I think it's working for people. Okay, the poncho is worked in one piece, then sewn together. And it's a matter of folding it. And I remember that was really weird for me. I had to, so this is what it looks like for the diagram. So you end up with a long piece like this. And you take this to like here, and then you sew it. It's really weird. That's, you know what the hardest part of this whole thing is? That part is to fold it, fold this side to here, fold from here to here. That's the hardest part. But once you just lay it on the bed and keep working it, and you'll get it, and you'll be fine. And then you may like not get as confused about things that are like almost like puzzles. I do. So there you go. So that's it, you guys. It's so simple. So all you need to know is how to knit and purl. That's it. You knit on the right side and purl on the other side. On the wrong side. That's it. So I love this thing. Oh, so obsessed with it. In the wintertime, or when it's getting chilly, I wear it all the time. That with a pair of jeans and a turtleneck or a long sleeve shirt and a pair of boots. So cute. Okay, so there's that. I'll put that there. What else did I, okay, so, I have one more finished object. Now, it's not knitting related, but it's fabric related. Oh, and I wanted to say, I welcome all crocheters and knitters, because if I have something that I'm able to find a crochet pattern, then I will let you guys know. I haven't found a crochet pattern for something like that, but but it's the idea, right? So you see the idea, you see the shape, then you can go and look for something similar to this. Like look up ponchos and look and see if you can find something similar. But I will always be researching out. I didn't find anything similar for that, but I did find something, some patterns similar for the V-Shawl, and I'm gonna tell you guys about that today. Okay, so but first I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you. Remember I showed you fabric last week. I picked up a bunch of fabric because it was 40% off, which was excellent at Hobby Lobby. And I told you I was making these maxi skirts, which are just skirts that go down to your ankles with an elastic waist. And I was using all of this type of very kawaii type of fairy K fabric. And what that means is over in Japan, they dress very in a lot of pinks and robin's egg blues and creams, and everything's very girly and everything's sweets theme, and just the sweeter the better. And I just love the style. And so I'm not going to be wearing pink hair, even though I'd love to wear pink hair. I would love to have pink hair. Wouldn't pink hair be awesome? I would love that. But anyway, I'm going to add some of that type of fairy K type of stuff. They call it fairy K, this cutesy, really cutesy style. So here's the skirt. So here's the elastic waist, okay? And the fabric is, look at, it's donuts, you guys. Isn't this so cute? I love it. And the other thing that's very, that's in this whole type of look also is wearing the bows in your hair. I was doing this style, not to the extreme, but you know, in a mild thing. I'm already wearing the bows. They always wear bows with everything. And I'm like, I'm already fairy K. I'm already doing this style. And my whole room is all shabby chic and pink and robin's egg blue and creams. It's already like that. Look behind you. So anyway, I was already doing this style, just not to the extreme. And I'm still not going to go extreme because I'm 53. So I'll just do my little nod to it. But anyway, some people may think this is extreme. Like, girl, you're wearing a maxi skirt with donuts. So that's a little extreme. But anyway, so here it is. And look how long it is. So this goes down to my ankles. I absolutely love it. It's super comfortable. And I already have it in the description of the YouTube channel to learn how to make these. You guys, if you can straight line sew, you can do it. It's super easy. I learned 2 new skills. How to put elastic in, which is super easy. Now I can make scrunchies without a problem. I can make those one type of headbands with the bow on top that you put in your hair when you're going to do your makeup. Because putting elastic in is so easy. It's ridiculous easy. And I also learned how to hem. Hemming's super easy too. So I learned 2 skills. Oh, I learned 3 skills because it was just too damn big. So I had to take 3 inches off. I learned how to alter. So I had the best time making this. I have a bunch more. I have like 10 of these skirts to make. And I want to make some, not like mini skirts, but like above the knee. In between above the knee and mini. I don't like mini. I don't want my butt showing. But then I either like a skirt to maxi to my ankles, or I like it more mini style. But not mini like showing my underwear mini. I mean like above the knee so much. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, this one I had to use, I used a yard. You might want to get yourself, I wear a medium, so I'll just do it on my measurements, and then you can decide what you want to do. I did have a 1.25 yards that I made it out of originally, but then I had to take off 3 inches, so I guess you only need a yard because of how you fold it, okay? I know it sounds crazy, like a yard's not enough, but it's how you fold it. You fold it the fat way, and then you have enough, and then it's still long enough too, believe it or not. Now, if you have fabric that has a design on it, that if you fold it, they'll be upside down, and you're gonna have to buy 2 yards. So, buy a 1.25 yards just to be safe. And I would go when they have the 40% off, which is every other week, because then you're gonna buy it for like, this fabric was $8 or $9. Like that's, I think not 9. It was like 7 or 8. So I think I paid $3.50, about $3.50 a yard. Or maybe I paid $4. Cost of $4 a yard, which in these days, that's a good price. So that's how that works. Go watch that video, and then from what information I gave you and the video, you'll be able to, if you want to make yourself some of these, okay? They're so simple. So I'm making maxi skirts, so cute, for like $5. I buy a little bit more because I also am going to make a, I'm going to alter, I like to alter tote bags with fabric. So I take the tote bag and I alter it with fabric and laces and stuff, and it comes out really cute. So I'm going to make a bag, and I'm going to make, I think I'm trying to make a scarf so I can have a bow in my hair. So I'll wear like a pink shirt with this, a light baby pink shirt. I'll put the scarf in my hair, and let me show you the shoes. Oh my God, I love this. Okay. These shoes, these sandals, like, let me just fix the bow. These shoes, these slides, I got at Dollar Tree last year. They were $1 and they went quick. So I bought 3 of each color that I liked because I knew they would go quick. And this way, and I never know if they're going to come back, and I knew I could do stuff with them because I rhinestoned one of them out, a pair out, and then this one I put bows on. So look at these, aren't they cute? So with the leftover pieces, I made bows. Isn't that adorable? Now this piece here, I'm going to put something here. I'm working on some resin pieces that I use, and I put like all types of glitter in the resin and stuff, and they're like sweet treat type of resin pieces that I'm making necklaces, earrings, rings, and bag charms too for knitting. So I'll be showing you guys that because I'm going to make them into bag charms. Oh my God, is that sun gonna, okay, if I sit back here, the sun's not gonna do that to my face. Oh, I hate that. Anyway, but aren't these cute? And look at them. Isn't it cute? So it totally matches my, for the summer until it gets cold, I can wear these. It matches my skirt. I'm excited. Okay, so I think that's cute. Okay, what else am I? So I have those two finished objects. Let's go through my whips. Whip it good. I've gotten so much further on my Boho Cardigan. This is the bag that I'm using. I got this from Dollar Tree. Look how beautiful is this cherry blossom bag. And look how pink and robin's egg blue it is. Love it. And then I always try to put some type of pom-poms on my bags. From Dollar Tree. See? Do we need to do that? No, but I like to be extra fun. You gotta make, you know what, wait, we're going around this merry-go-round once. We gotta have fun, you guys. Oh, I also transferred all my notions. Like, I have like 4 or 5 bags of notions, so I can throw a notion bag in whatever bag I'm using. So this is a bag. They have these at Dollar Tree right now. Aren't these gorgeous? Pick these up if you see them at Dollar Tree. They're in the school supply section. And I have a bunch of notions in there. Alright, and then this is the yarn I'm using. And oh, I have another notions bag in here that I need to transfer stuff over into. Okay. Alright, do I have any notes? What are the notes for this? Alright, here it is. You guys have gotten these notes a million times, but there's always new people, so I'll go over things. I mean, there's always new people, so. Okay, you guys, make sure you write down, when I show you guys the directions, write them down, and then that way I don't have to, if I forget to put anything in the show notes, you get it, okay? But I'll try to remember to put things in the show notes. Oh my gosh. That sun is going to do it again. Okay, you guys, just a second. Let me grab the poster board because these blinds are trying me. Just a second. I have this poster board and I can put it in front of this window and then it can block. I like to not use the poster board because then it puts more light in my room. But what good is it if it puts lines all over my face and over what I'm trying to do? So there's still a little bit of light, but it's not as bad as it would have been. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm making a boho cardigan. So this is what the boho cardigan looks like. Isn't that cool? And all you're doing is making one big, huge rectangle. That's it. So I'll show you what how much I've finished. Get my readers on. Where is the ball? Okay, there we go. Don't you hate that? You try to put things into your knitting bag so it doesn't get all tangled, but things always just go to hell in the knitting bag. Anyway, just a second. I have to figure things out. Okay. So it goes from here, here, and all the way here. So I use a 60-inch cable, and I use a size 15 needle, and it makes it very with chunky. A lot of times it's like a size 10 needle, but if you use a 15, it makes it very airy but warm still, and not very heavy. It keeps it nice and light still, and just very look, very fluid. See? So it's all the basic knit stitch, and look how it looks. Look how the fabric's looking. Isn't this gorgeous? I am obsessed. So so this is how wide it is now. So that's how the width of it now. So I have to knit this out, I think, to 50 something inches. I'll tell you guys. All right, so let's. There we go. Let me show you the yarn I used. You guys all know I use the authentic hand-dyed chunky yarn B, hand-dyed yarn, 100% superwash merino, $3.74 on clearance, regularly $15. You guys already know, for most of you guys. Isn't it gorgeous? And to wrap up my hank, it doesn't take me long. I hand wind it, but what I hand wind it. I take the hank out and then I put it around my office chair, because an office chair is really wide, right? And I put it on there so that it doesn't get tangled, and I just start on my thumb, and I wrap on my thumb this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way. If you don't know how to hand wind a ball of yarn, look that up, because it makes it a lot easier. Also, I do want to get a ball winder, and I eventually will. But winding by hand, the chunky, it's really pretty easy. But I'm sure if you're doing a fine weight or like a 2 or something, or a 3, it'll take you longer. So I do want to get a Swift. Okay. I cast it on 115. Oh wait, yeah, I cast it on 115 stitches, and that'll take me to like my calf area. Okay, if you want it to be like really like to the ankles, really long, you can do like 120 stitches. I knitted out. I think I knitted out to 55 inches, close to that. Yeah. So cast on 115, and I knitted it out to 55 inches. Now, that's for a medium large, okay? If you want, if you need a small, you might want to knit it out to like 49 inches. So knit it out to 49 inches for like a small medium. If you want a medium large, knit it out to 55 inches. If you want a large, extra large, I knit it out to 59 inches. And if you want like an extra large to 2X, what you're doing is you're adding on 4. Every time you go up a size, add 4. Okay? So that's all you got to do. So you know what I did. I did 55 for a medium large. Okay? 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Yeah. So, if you want a small medium, do like 49. You could even do, like 51. I do 49 because you want this to be oversized. You want it to be cozy. So it's going to be, and you guys, these are all very forgiving, these boho cardigans. And basically what you're doing, you're knitting wearable blankets. That's what you're knitting. That's why I've only knitted one blanket and then a lap blanket, because I'm like, I could just knit a poncho. I could just knit a boho cardigan and wear my blanket outside. So anyway, that's it. That's all you do. Oh, and then, and so what you do is, I've showed this before. Okay, let's just use let's use this. Let's suppose this is your knitting. You're already done. You knitted out 55 inches for a medium large, right? So then all you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half like this. Okay, it's going to be much longer, obviously. You take this, go from the bottom, and make sure you do a long cast. When you cast on, make sure it's a long tail cast on, which means you just have a nice long tail, okay? Because that's what you're going to do to sew it up. Okay, so you just sew it up from here and up until you have 9 inches left here. Then you sew up here until you have 9 inches left here. And if you have if you need more, you can sew it up until you have 8 inches, until you have 8 or 7 inches here there. So just kind of test it out and make sure it's right for your arms. But for medium large, you need to leave 9 inches for the armhole. You may leave, you go up, not down. If you want it, you can leave a 10-inch opening, 11-inch opening, depending on what you need to do to fit your arms, okay? That's it. So make sure you guys have a pen or pencil when you're watching my video so you guys can write these things down. So if I forget anything, you already have it written down, okay? Oh, the yardage. How much yardage do you need? I used, okay, so for this, I told you what I used, but a lot of times, I always use chunky. I told you, yeah, I already told you guys I used the chunky. Did I tell you this was chunky? I think I told you this. Yeah, I told you this is chunky. So use chunky. I like to use chunky yarn. Now this is, all these things are based on chunky yarn. Now if you want to use worsted weight, you're gonna have to cast on more, and you're gonna have to probably knit it out wider because it's not gonna develop as fast. Okay, but I'm not really sure about that. But the reason I like chunky, you guys are now you're knitting coats. You don't need a coat after this. You can put your boho cardigans on, and they're coats. That's how nice and warm they are. So that's why I like to use chunky. Plus it works out faster, and you're knitting a lot. Okay, you're making like wearable blankets. So so any chunky yarn will do. Okay, chunky yarn, size 15 needle. I use a 60-inch cable. Okay, let me write that down on here. Chunky yarn. I'm gonna write all this. I'm gonna for sure write this all in the description, and then that way I don't have to go through this anymore. I can say look in the description. Okay, so chunky yarn, I still will go over basics, but then I don't have to go over everything. Chunky yarn, size 15 needle, go up 4 inches every size, for every size. I'm trying to think of anything else. Chunky yarn, size 15 needle. Oh, and a 60-inch cable. You're going to need the 60-inch cable. I mean, you could probably try to do the 40-inch cable, but it's going to be bunched on there. I would just do a 60-inch cable. And the needles I like to use, I like to use Knitter's Pride from Hobby Lobby or Knit Picks. I'll be showing you guys those, but I am actually using, because the cable didn't, I have a bunch of those needles because they clearanced them out last year at Hobby Lobby, the Knitter's Pride. But I didn't buy cables because I thought I have a bunch of cables, though they don't fit. So the Knitter's Pride and the Knit Picks cables, they look like the same exact needle, but the cables don't fit. So these are Hias. And the other needles are also wooden like this, but they have like a real slick finish on them that's like a real beautiful design. You're going to see it on another project, but these are Hias. I love these too. And the reason I like bamboo or wooden needles is because I'm like one of those children, like a child who runs too fast and then they fall over themselves. That's me. I knit too fast. I have no business knitting that fast. And then I start slipping stitches or knitting things together when they shouldn't be knit together. So the wood needles for me are the best. If I use a metal needle, I slip stitches like an insane person. So, okay. So that's that. And I'm hoping next week I'm going to be done with this because I can't wait to finish it. I want to see this all knit up. I love the colors. I love the way it's turning out. It's so pretty. And the only thing I'm sorry about with this yarn right here, the only thing I'm sorry about is I didn't buy more. I went to 2 different stores, so I did get a lot. I think I got maybe 10 skeins, which, oh, that's what I want to say. You need 8, you need about, I would get yourself, make sure you get, usually chunky yarn has about 85 yards, and that's what this is, 85 yards, I think. You'll need at least, I'd say 7 of them, okay? So, you'll need probably 7 or 8. Well, okay, if you want to make a medium large like I did, you need about 7 to 8 of these. And I would say just get 8. If you were going to need to do like a 1X, 2X, I would get like 10 of these. So you definitely want to get, it's a lot of yarn. You definitely want to get these when they're on sale or clearance. And more likely get them when they're on clearance, okay? Like when they have the clearances and you want to make boho cardigans, stock up. So buy 8, and I like to buy 8 skeins because 8 skeins will get me my boho cardigan and mittens. So, and sometimes I get 9 or 10 skeins because I want to make a purse, and I also want to make I want to make a purse out of it, and I also want to make mittens. So I'll be making mittens and a purse to match. I think it's gonna be so cute. Okay, so that's all of that. So let me put this back. Okay, what else are we doing? Let me get some water. Take my readers off for a second. What is this? Okay. Oh, this goes with this. Okay. Got some fuzzies, I think, on my nose. All right. The next thing I'm working on is a V-Shawl, and what I'm excited, okay, and here's my bag. I used to be in this community where we altered tote bags with laces and doilies and fabrics, like kind of how I do now, but this is even fancier. Isn't this gorgeous? Actually, I've shown this before. This is all done with wedding appliques. Isn't that beautiful? I covered in some basic fabric first, and it's all done with hot glue. And look at the trims. Those were dyed. Were these dyed? Or did I buy them this way? No, I bought these this color. And then you just use trims and stuff, see? And these trims are all from Hobby Lobby. Which the price of their trims have gone up, which really perturbs me. Even with the 50% every other week, it's still crazy. I'm about to turn that board over in just a second. Anyway, and then I did a handmade flower in the middle. And then the back is a piece of pink fur with some type of trim. Isn't that gorgeous? And usually they always have an offcut of pink fur here and there over there by the yarn section where the clearance is, and I always pick up the fur over there, especially if it's in pink. And then this is trim too. Those are pink rosettes. How many of you guys would like me to make a video to show you how to alter bags? Alter tote bags so you can either make, and these can be used as purses. I use this as a purse, or I use it as a project bag. I do both. I've used it as a purse before too. And then I got these pom-poms from Dollar Tree and added those on. Now a lot of times, especially if the see how wide the strap is, I'll get like these rings from Dollar Tree in the office section, put those on, and then that way I can put on my pom-poms, because otherwise I couldn't I couldn't put it on with just those. All right. Okay. I've got some notes. Okay. So I'm making this V-Shawl. I'm still working on it. What I do, and I repeated this several times, but what I do is I like to knit an hour and a half in the morning and an hour and a half in the evening. And so what I do is I do an hour of my main piece, my main product, which is my boho cardigan, and then I do 30 minutes on like my side piece. I got my main piece and my side piece, and that's how I've been doing it, and I've been getting a lot further along doing it like that. I guess committing and putting in the time, you know. That's a miracle. When you actually put the time in, you get some stuff done. Miracle. Okay. So this is my V-Shawl. It's super simple to make. And I found also a crocheting alternative so that you can crochet one of these. Look, it is so big you can't even get in the screen. There we go. There we go. And there we go. But I want it to be much bigger. I want it to be a big old shawl. And there's the V. And the fabric, this is Shawl on the Ball, and I'll show you guys the color and everything, but look how it's knitting up. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the purple and the blue, and it's just beautiful. It's like a fade. Everything just fades right into each other. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me give you the particulars. Oh, all right. Just a second. The stupid ball hit the ground of yarn. I think I'm going to be using like 2 balls. I don't know if I'll be using the whole ball of the second one, but it might be a ball and a half. I'm not sure. You're just going to knit it out until you like how big it is. So just a second. All right, so let me give you the particulars on this one. So this is the yarn I used. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, what is the deal? Okay, it's a mess, this ball, but this is Shawl on the Ball. Look how gorgeous that is. Absolutely beautiful. And then Shawl on the Ball. And the color is Prisms. And they call this a 4. This is not a 4. Look at this. That is like a 3. Maybe a 2. That's why it's taking me so damn long, you guys. But I do like how it's so, you know, it's a thinner yarn. It's really like a 3 or a 2, not a 4. Not worsted. But it makes it very flowy, you know. So it has a lot of drape. That's the word I'm looking for. And so they say medium. They said medium weight 4. I think it's a 3 or a 2. 61% cotton and 34% acrylic and 5% other fibers. I am using I'll tell you the knitting needle size in a second. I think they said to use a 7, but I'm doing lace knit. Or not lace knitting. I'm using it. I'm using a larger needle because I want the holes to be more open, so it almost looks a little lacier. It's not a lace stitch, but it's just a knit stitch, but it looks a little lacier. There's 481 yards. Knitting needle size 8. I used a bigger needle. Crochet hook size what? I don't know. I can't read what it says. So small. Okay, so that's it for that. Let me tell you how you make this, and then I also have an alternative for crochet. It's a V-Shawl. It's super easy. This is all you have to do. Cast on 3 stitches. After you cast on the 3 stitches, you stitch 1, yarn over, knit to the end of the row. Stitch 1, yarn over, knit to the end of the row. That's it. And then knitting on those 3 stitches, that's what gives you start at the point and you build out. The 3 stitches is what starts off your V. And the yarn over is why you keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you make this really big V-Shawl. Guys, can it be any more simple than that? It's crazy simple and awesome. And I love it. You guys know I love potato chip knitting. I don't want to be thinking about things. I don't want 3 and 4 repeat rows. 1 or 2 rows and I'm good, okay? Now, if you guys want to make a V-Shawl, now I was going through patterns just to kind of try to find something that's comparable, but I don't crochet it. I'm going to be learning sometime. So I went to try to find something comparable. And again, Bag O' Day, I just should go to Bag O' Day and look for things that are comparable because she's knitted. She's written pattern and knitted everything. So it's called V-Shawl. It's written by Leanne. Oh, I guess she didn't write this, I don't think. Oh no, that's another one. Okay, sorry, I got things mixed up. So Bag O' Day, I'll put that listed below. She has, and I think she created this pattern, I'm not sure, but she has something comparable and she says it's easy. And then there's a lady, there's another lady, it's called Crocheting with Leanne, and hers, she says hers is super simple and it's a V-Shawl for crochet. So I will put that information below for that. Oh, you know, I need to leave out. All right. I'll put links to both of those because they both have videos on it. I'm just trying to keep my poncho. I love this yarn. I'm trying to keep out all of my notes, my show notes, so that I put all this down. Also, for the boho cardigan, there's also a video, and I have that already, will be in the description. I've been putting that in the description. I already have in the descriptions information for the V-Shawl and where to go for the V-Shawl. And then in the description for that poncho, for this, I'll have it in the show notes. Okay. The V-Shawl's already done with that. Okay, so that's everything for the V-Shawl. It's super simple. I don't know when I'll be done with it because you guys, I'm knitting with dental floss, so it takes a while. Every row takes me 30 minutes. That's how big the rows are now, and I'm knitting fast. Oh, and I'm also using, I didn't tell you the knitting needle I'm using. I'm using a knitting needle size for the V-Shawl. I'm using a, what does it say? I'm using a 10, and it called for an 8, right? And I'm using a 10, so perfect. And this is the knitting needle. These are the knitter, it's either Knitter's Pride or the Knit Picks. They look exactly the same. I can't remember which one this is. And I love the stoppers on there. I got to get more stoppers. Hobby Lobby has 50% off of their notions, and so I want to go get some crochet hooks so that I'm all stocked up on crochet hooks when I learned to crochet. I want to get some of these. There's this pink clear bag for like project bag, and then gorgeous. There's a few things I want to go get, so I'm gonna try to go shopping tomorrow. I wanted to go shopping today so I can show you guys in this video, but I'll go shopping and I'll show you guys next week. So you guys go to Hobby Lobby for the notions. Fabulous. And Ginger, hey Ginger, she's the yarn geek. You guys go check out the yarn geek. I absolutely love Ginger. I'll have a link to her channel. I'm gonna write her down. Ginger. She does all types of yarn hauls. She does tutorials. She takes us shopping with her to give us all the good sales and deals. She has lots of podcasts. Just go see Ginger. She's a sweetheart. Where was I going with that? Girl, I can get lost in a second. Anyway, that's the V-Shawl information. Let's put this back in the bag. So I try not to work on more than 2 projects at a time. Like, that's a challenge for me to work on 2 projects at a time. I know a lot of people work on 3 or 4 whips at a time, but I don't know how you guys do it. Well, you know what it is that knitting's not my only thing I do. I'm also a mixed media artist, so I do a lot of mixed media. So my time is split, you know, so I don't just knit. So, all right, I'm going to move this, excuse me guys, I'm going to move this poster. Oh! Hopefully I don't knock anything over. Let's pray. Let's pray. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that helped. Perfect, that helped. It's not in my face. You know what? I can put it over like that. Let's see if that doesn't even make anything better. Okay, perfect. Yeah, at least it's not in my face. Okay, okay, I'm just trying to think of that's what everything. Okay, so that's it on that. So write all that information down for the V-Shawl if you want that to make that. And with that information, you could also just use worsted weight, like real worsted weight. You can make it out of any weight that you want to make it out of. But if you want to do worsted, you can still do worsted because you're just knitting it in a V out. And I would go up 2 sizes in the needles. Like I think it said a size 8, right? And I used a 10. So what's next? What's next? Okay, I'm trying to see if I went over that, and that. Okay, I think I've gone over everything. The only other thing I want to go over is I was watching Jeannie, Butterfly. What's the name of Jeannie's channel? I'll have to write her down too. Butterfly is in, I just know Jeannie by Jeannie's name, but she's Butterfly Crochet, I think. I'll put a link down here below. I love her. She's also another beautiful crocheter. She has a knitting podcast with a couple other ladies. She goes on by herself on Monday nights, And it's like a party up in there. I was up with her and everybody else until like 10 o'clock this last Monday. We had a ball. And it's a lot of fun. You guys join her on Monday night for sure. But then she does it with V and the other lady's name. What is it? Oh, it's not hitting me right now. But anyway, they do that. And I think that's on, what day is that on? Go join her channel and you'll find out, okay? I think that's on Saturday night. Yeah, I think that's on Saturday night. So anyway, Jeannie had the idea that what she does is like when she wants to make something, but she already has too many projects on the needles, she just puts it in a bag, in like a clear plastic bag, so she already has her projects lined up. And I thought that is such a good idea. So when I'm thinking about something and I see it, I go, I want to make that. Make up a project bag and then put it aside so you know, so you already have your project set out. Get the yarn, get the needle, get the yarn, the needles, get everything, the directions, and put it in the bag. So you're ready to go. Bam. So I made myself up a bag for future knitting, which is in these. These bags are fabulous. I got to take a skein or two out because I want to be able to close this, and I can just put this on my back wall. Yeah, see, if I do that, then I'll be able to close it. These bags, you can get 3 in a bag, 3 for at Dollar Tree. 3 for $1.25, and then that's the 12 by 12s. If you get ones that are like 16 by something, 16 by 16, something like that, you only get 2 in a box. But I like to get the 12 by 12s, and you get 3. And look, they have a handle and everything. These are really nice. Ginger, that's where I got these, because I sent Ginger's yarn to her in one of these bags, and she was like, "Oh my God, I've never seen a plastic bag with a handle." Dollar Tree, girl, Dollar Tree. And when you see them, pick up a bunch. I always buy like, sometimes I'll buy 10 of them, 10 boxes of them. Let me tell you why. Since the pandemic, they don't have them all the time. They only bring them in 3 or 4 times a year. They used to consistently. I've been buying these for like over 10 years. I don't know what. They're probably on a boat. You know how everything was in the boat. They're still having problems. So when you see it, pick up a bunch, and then you'll be stocked for a while. Like right now, I've been looking, and I'll be able to find them. Anyway, so that's where I got the clear plastic bags. And that's the price. So, and the reason I have so many is I'm going to make a sweater. I'm going to make Sonia's sweater, Hickety Pickety. Hey girl, let me write Hickety Pickety on, because I'm going to send you guys to her channel too. I absolutely love Hickety Pickety. She has a great personality. Love her. I love everything she makes. I love everything she makes. I want to make, because we think the same. Okay, she likes to make things out of squares or rectangles too, like me. So this sweater, let me show you first, and I'll explain the sweater. The reason I'm calling it Sonia's sweater or Hickety Pickety sweater, because she basically created this, and I'm like, I had thought about how she's doing it. I just didn't have the confidence, and I'm like, is that gonna even work? Well, she's done it and it works. So I'll explain in a second, but look at this. This is velvet yarn. You guys, it feels so beautiful. I have one sweater that feels like this, and I was always wondering, what is this yarn that this sweater's made out of? This sweater has holes in everything. I don't give a damn. I still wear that sweater. I love it. It's underneath the arm, so you can't see it. I love it, and it's so soft like this. And so it's probably a velvet yarn or something like a velvet yarn. So I'm going to make my first sweater ever. So this is like a peachy pink. Isn't it gorgeous? And I picked up a ton of balls of this. Okay, so here's the particulars. It's Yarn B. I got it for $1.12 only, you guys. It was $4.99, $4.49 regularly for $1.12 during that clearance. There's 161 yards per ball. It's called Pale Blush. So yeah, it's not even peach, it's pink. Cool, because I wanted to, I just looked at this. I'm like, you know what, that's not peach, it's pink. So perfect. I wanted a pink sweater. And 161 yards, 100% polyester. But they're calling it Velvety Smooth Aran. I absolutely, it's like a baby's butt, you guys. I have makeup on, so I can't put it near my skin, but it's just, love it. So I picked up a lot of balls of this. Oh, you know what? Just a second. I have 2 different yarns in here. Let me see if I have it. Just a second. Because, you know, for a big, I like to make big boxy sweaters, and so does Sonia from Hickety Pickety. I'll just call her Hickety Pickety because that's the name of her channel. She likes to make big boxy sweaters too. I don't like a sweater that fits. I don't no, I've always worn boyfriend sweaters or oversized sweaters, because all I like to do, like to wear a big oversized sweater, so I don't want it fitting even in the shoulders. I like it to fit like that, okay? And oversized, long, fit over my butt, so I can wear a pair of spandex with it, and then a pair of boots. And that's my uniform in the wintertime, and I love it. I'm cozy, I'm warm, it looks cute. We're good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 balls of that. And what did I say the yardage was? 161. I just want to check something out. Times 7. I know some of you guys have already figured that out in your head. Yeah, I have more than enough. I have 1,127 yards, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls of this. So I'm perfect. It's perfect with this. I didn't realize that there's a whole nother yarn in here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls of this. This is another one of these type of yarns. I almost thought it was the same one. This one's called, okay, it's yarn B. I might make a sweater out of this too. That's why I thought it was peach. Well, is this pink too? It's like a peachy pink, this one. The other one's pink, but like a light. But this is like clay. It's like a peachy pink, and they call it clay. It's called Forever Plush. It was $1.24 on clearance, regularly like $5.99, something like that. It's 100% polyester. Again, super soft, just like this one. That velvety, soft, I love it. 169 yards. So a little more yards on this one. Yeah, 169 yards. And knitting needle size 9, crochet hook size 10, medium weight 4. And this one's a medium weight 4 too. This one. The one I'm making the sweater out of. So at 169, I'm going to see if I have enough for a sweater, because I'd love to make a sweater out of this one too. This feels like that favorite sweater I told you that has a hole. It feels like it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have enough. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 6 is 30, 34. That's 5. Yeah, I have 845 yards. So I don't think I have enough for a sweater for this. So, and I wish I did, because I absolutely love how this feels. But you know what? I could make one of these ponchos out of this, and that would be awesome. Also, I'm probably going to do that. Make one of these ponchos out of this. That would be fabulous. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to leave all this yarn in here, because this is future projects. Like I said, Jeannie from, is it Butterfly Crochet? Jeannie's channel? I think it's called Butterfly Crochet. Her link will be in the bottom. A lot of you guys already know who she is. She had this idea of, you know, whenever you see a project that you want to make but you don't have time right then because you have too much stuff on the needles, create a project bag real quick and then have them on the side, and then you have your future knitting projects. I thought, oh, I love that idea. So there's that. Oh, I got a lot of stuff to put in show notes, you guys. Okay, make sure those are all my show notes. Okay, do I have anything else to show you guys or tell you about? I think that might be it. Okay, let me yeah, that's it. Let me announce this, you guys. I go live on expect a every Thursday I will put out a podcast letting you guys know, what I'm working on, what my whips are, what I finish, if I've bought and stuff, whatever. That's what the podcast is for. Then on Friday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, so figure that out. Ask Alexa what the time difference is for where you live. I go live, and we just have it's called Angie's Yarn Party. We have a blast. I wear all kind of goofy glasses. I have like party blowers. If somebody says something funny, they get a party blower blowing. I wear funky glasses. We do a giveaway. We have fun for 2 hours. I have questions to ask you guys for you guys to respond to. And eventually I want to get on StreamYard. Yeah, I want to purchase StreamYard so that I can have guests on. So some of you guys can come on with me. How fun, huh? So, or get like 3 or 4 people on at the same time. I love that when you're on a stream and you have like 4 people on. It's like the Brady Bunch because there's like boxes like this. It's really cute. And then, so that's tomorrow morning, you guys. Every Friday, I do this. I'm going live every Friday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's called Angie's Yarn Party. So, and then on Sundays I go live again, and I'm usually that one. Everybody's invited. Oh, again, everyone is invited. Crocheters, knitters, spinners. If you just like yarn, okay. The knitting and crochet community are, to me, are as one, and that's how I treat it. And like I said, even though I'm only knitting at this point, I'm going to learn to crochet. I will always try to find you guys some patterns that are comparable so you can crochet it, okay? And now that I know that Bag O'Day has crocheted everything, I can just go to her channel and find something. On Sundays, it's called Angie's Art Party, and it's another party for 2 hours. I'm usually doing some type of mixed media. You can art along. You can come, everybody can join. It doesn't matter if you do mixed media or not. I'm doing mixed media usually on Sundays. You can be crocheting, knitting. You can be doing some mixed media for 2 hours. You could just be doing your dishes and just chatting along with everybody in the chat. Everyone's just chatting, having a good time. We usually have 2 giveaways at the end. And it's a couple hours of fun. That's it. So that is it, you guys. I think, did I make all my announcements? Oh, I do have a Facebook group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. Again, everyone's welcome. It doesn't matter if you knit, crochet, do mixed media. It doesn't matter what you do. Come share with us. Come inspire other people. Because there may be somebody who just does mixed media, but they've always wanted to learn to knit or crochet. Now they can get inspired. Or there could be somebody who knits and crochets and wants to do mixed media. I've had a lot of new people last week who were knitters or crocheters, and they're like, I wanted to learn about mixed media, so that's why I came to your podcast. I'm like, cool. So, to me, we're all just one big crafting community is what it really is. So you can come join our Facebook group. Also, if you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel, you can come and let us know what your Etsy shop is, your YouTube channel is. You can let us know, if you have a tutorial, whatever the tutorial is, you can drop a link to the tutorial. You can drop a link to your Etsy shop or whatever kind of shop you have. If you see a sale, you can drop that in there. It's a one place shop place that you can get a lot of good information and a lot of inspiration. Okay. So that's it, you guys. I think I need a shout now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give me a thumbs up. If you don't have time to make a comment, just give me a thumbs up, okay? It helps the algorithm, whatever the heck it is. Come join me on Facebook. Come join me on Instagram. Oh, I have 2 Instagrams, you guys. I have one Instagram is for my, and they're both listed below already. They're in all the videos. One of my Instagrams is for all my mixed media. So it's kind of like a little art gallery. You can check out my art gallery kind of there. If I'm selling anything, I announce it there. My other Instagram is for knitting and for planning. So any knitting projects that I have, if I see a sale, I'll post that. If I'm knitting a project and I have a finished object, anything knitting wise, I'll post it there. Also, I love to plan. So if I have a cool planner layout that I want to share with you guys or any planning stuff, I put it there too. So it's knitting and planning on that Instagram. Okay, you guys. That was a lot of information. And those are clickable links below. I also, one more thing, I do have an Etsy shop. So I'm a mixed media artist, so a lot of my art, and I sell journals with my art on top of the journals. I do printables. My printable packs are on there. My art is in there. So if you want to check that out, there's a clickable link below for that too. All right. That is it. I need to shut up. My mouth is dry. I've been talking enough. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope I see a bunch of you guys tomorrow at the live 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay? All right. Talk to you guys soon.